Sup guys, O'Shea here. Despite not being an expert in advertising, my layperson's point of view thinks an ad promotes the greatest strength of a product and undermines its weaknesses. These two games I have for you today serve exactly those purposes. Though watch with a pinch of salt, as you have not seen how ugly this deck tortures its player with a garbage hand. This video being an ad, and since we did score a decent win rate today, we'll finally be sharing the full list of our Kyogre build with you. The link will be down in description, and I will talk about my thoughts in the making of this deck in the end as well. Our quote for today by the great French writer Albert Camus from his novel A Happy Death reads, "Find your happiness in yourself. Whenever you feel bullied by life, your way out usually lies within." I hope you manage to find it, and let's check out the games. Bad starting basic, but we're okay, we have rope and VIP pass. Oh, it's our boy Flying Pikachu, and Steel Energy means Duraludon. Another VIP pass, sick. Arceus Duraludon is one of the worst matchups for Lost Zone Box across the current meta. Lost Zone Box win rate against Duraludon stands abysmally low at 31.5%. There's just too much damage to deal, and nothing in our deck except Dragonite hits those numbers. Ogre here, Dragonite inactive. We got all the items and 531 energy. Next to nothing in prize. We can't afford to lose energy in this game, a rare case where we reject early Colress. These decisions become easier once you notice you're not looking for what you need as first priority, but instead what you can't lose in the game. Gate is a hard pick, but since we have 4, we will keep that energy. Picking Raikou here is a bit weak because it only counters Flying Pikachu on paper. It's really not so much better than Dragonite in that sense. Checking for energies in the deck so Dragonite attacks this turn. This Raikou play was absolutely pointless because we know Pikachu will get knocked out here, so there's no job for it except holding the lightning energy, and perhaps give free boss price cards as you will see in a moment. One of the defining characteristics of Arceus Duraludon is they don't play damage burst. So Dragonite with 250 HP is actually pretty safe to take 2 hits. The Raikou play was particularly stupid with Arceus' V-Star power still available. I think it's quite fair to say at this point I've accurately made all the mistakes I could by playing that Raikou. I mean, it even took the 20 recoil damage from Dragonite so Arceus can KO it with DTE. And that's exactly what happened. Lesson to take home for today, guys. Never bench your Raikou unless you're immediately frying some Lugia or whatever. We need all the bosses we get to make the best use of Dragonite's punches. Reserve a boss to use next turn. Boss the one with no energy because we don't want him to use Hyper Potion. Now after this punch, both the Arceus and Duraludon would be in range of a single Sableye attack. Checking if we still have any nets in the deck because we need the bench space. No net? Trading the Sableye was terrible because I would have messed up if it turned out to be net. This boss wasn't much better since it was a complete waste. I mean, seriously bro, what's the point? I was taking even one less price card. We actually don't want to use Shred here because taking out the bench comfy frees that precious space. It looked like they were trying to deck us out by not knocking out Dragonite, and we could have won the game right there if we still had the boss. Nevertheless, deck is dry, net is out, and we have our win conditions in hand. I really didn't deserve the win, it's all the power of the deck, GG. In case you haven't realized, Heavy Ball is actually a handy tool to reverse check the resources in your deck. Like right here, we know our pool of cards is -1 gate and 1 water. There's a chance they're playing Darkrai if you see this thing. We can't afford to lose 1 water, the other things are too precious. Always nice to steal a free punch with Cram. Another free punch, this time with prize. We already have 9, so it's time to retreat Cram and attack with Sableye. We're playing Kyogre, so lower Eternatus to 250. That's all the cards. Now it's showtime. Witness the art of Aqua Storm. We could have played cleaner if we used the last rod after Comfy retreats, but we still made 250. Rough game for our opponent, but we get to showcase this deck to its fullest. GG. That's all the games for today, but stay for the next session if you're curious about this list and the making of it. The beginning idea of this deck came from Alberto Conti's build in Liverpool, the only Kyogre making it in top 32. What caught my attention from his build was the exclusion of Cram, since he gets to 7 Lost Zone count so fast, and 4 was rarely a thing. It wasn't long before I realized the value of Cram dealing a respectable 110 damage for no cost. This damage output is particularly good in Lost Zone mirror matches, and it also stacks very well against larger V threats in the meta. So I borrowed ideas from Peter Kika's build in Orlando and Azogiji's build from San Diego. There was a time our build played Sky, Seal Stone, and Path to the Peak, but I found Sky to be too situational and Path just didn't fit in as well as Temple of Sinnoh. Right before we made the combo on our 39th game, I also realized the basic energy count of 10 was too tight to manage. So I removed the capture energies and increased basic energy count to 11, since they were never an asset in smooth games and are not powerful enough to turn the tides of a rough one. In place of capture energies, Lost Vacuum, and other things, we included 2 bosses and 1 Raihan alongside the 4 copies of Chorus to form our supporter cast. Raihan, as I have covered in a recent ladder video, plays very strong in single prize decks as we always have Pokemon knocked out. As for boss, it drags out better target to not waste Dragonite's damage, knocks back a better target to the bench for Kyogre to wash away, gets Wheezing out of the active to break its effect, and the list goes on. That is everything we have for you today. You can find the full list of our deck and other builds we have mentioned above in description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.